YouTube, what is going on? It's Croe97 here, and I bet you're wondering what am I doing in a survival server. So today I guess I just wanted to run through my hotbar, how I use it, what setup I have everything in, because I've been getting like a lot of requests and stuff of people just asking, and someone said make a video, and I was like, oh, I guess I could, and then this would sort a lot of people out, and a lot of new MCSG players, I guess it could help out a lot, so I've decided to make this video just showing you guys like how to set up your inventory, and how to like use it in your advantage. So right now I think I might just start with my sword, so I'll chuck all this stuff back in there, and okay, I want to point out before I start that I do have a gaming mouse, although it doesn't have many keys, and you can do this technique and these techniques without a gaming mouse and just with keys. So first off, I want to point out my sword is in space number 5, and the most important thing is you want a hotkey to get to your sword. So whether you have your sword number 5 or number 4, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I would prefer it in 4, 5, or 6. If you have it anywhere other than that, I think it's really just a waste of space, because you're mainly going to be using your sword, so you want to be able to move side to side and get to everything as quickly as possible. So definitely the middle spaces, and most importantly, have a hotkey to it. So on the side of my gaming mouse, I have a G500, by the way, if you're wondering, laser gaming mouse. So on the key on the side, I have number 5, which takes me straight to my sword every time. And I just want to show you guys, and also on your keyboard, if you're using WAD, number 5 will be just up there, so you can click it really quick, and it shouldn't be a problem. But I just want to show you guys, if you're in a chest, which some of you might know, some of you might not know, if you're in a chest and you see a sword, instead of shift clicking to get it out like that, where it just goes into any like the first space into your inventory, instead of doing that, hover over it and click 5 or whatever number you have your sword in. So I'm going to click 5, and it goes straight to the position 5. So it's really handy. If you don't like doing that, then you can just shift click, but I strongly suggest that. It's really handy because then you don't need to sort your inventory out later on. So that's the first thing. Next is fishing rod. So I have a hotkey to the fishing rod too. As you can see, I just placed it straight in where I wanted it. And it's normally in position number 6 for me. I guess if you're like inversed, you could have it this way around. But I don't know who would do that, so I'm going to have it on this side just because I'm used to it. And I'm going to just chuck the bow down here real quick too. So I suggest always having your fishing rod in between your bow and your sword. No matter whether you have it on this side or this side, just make sure that the fishing rod's in between the sword and the bow. Because you're not going to be like, well, whenever you use your fishing rod, you're pretty much going to use it either by itself to hit people away when you're chasing people, but you're going to use it in battles, so when you're fighting, and then switch to your sword real quick, or you're gonna like hit people away and then switch to your bow. So you're not gonna be like fishing rodding someone and then eat a golden apple, because they're bound to be like in fishing rod distance where you shouldn't eat a golden apple anyway. Sorry, that's where my golden apple's gonna sit, by the way. Or flint and steel down here, you're not gonna be fishing rodding someone away and then try and chuck out flint and steel when they're all the way over there. So definitely have your fishing rod in between your bow and your sword. You don't need a hotkey to it, but I find it handy because I always run around with my fishing rod, so I kind of need a hotkey to it, so I can just always go back there really easily. It's especially handy if like you're just, I don't know, up against a wall somewhere, so say I'm like down here and someone comes up behind me and, I don't know, my thing's down here and I need to hit them away real quick, so I hotkey to my fishing rod and I can just spin around and start hitting them straight away. So another thing I wanted to point out real quick is please, this is another helpful tip, do not chuck out your fishing rod and right click to bring it back. I see way too many people doing it and it makes me want to cry. It's just an absolute waste of a fishing rod. If you simply scroll up or scroll down and then back to your fishing rod, it will not lose durability, so you'll have that fishing rod for the entire MCSG game, and it'll never run out. So, and you don't need to like spam it like this anyway, because it doesn't even get out far enough to reach the player, so you can do it like fast enough doing this anyway, you just need a bit of practice, so definitely worth doing that. Please do that. Scrolling up or down works. If you want, you can like do that hotkey somewhere else and then hotkey back really quick, but I can't really do that too well. I've just gotten used to scrolling. Okay, so the next thing is food. Golden apples and golden carrots. I guess you can have any food. If you don't have golden apples, just chuck more food, I guess, there. And if you don't have golden carrots, just use some other food with good saturation. But I normally always have my food here and always have my golden apples here because I try and keep them away from my sword because I'm not really going to be eating while I'm in a sword fight because that's just stupid. So you'll have time to scroll to your food before you eat it, or you should always. I'll normally be eating like when I'm running away from someone, so I can like F5 check, and then oh, that's my beautiful house over there. But yeah, you can just like be running away, F5, make sure they're far enough away, look to scroll, and then eat it. Same with golden apples. Don't eat one while you're in the middle of a fight, like while you're hitting someone. Make sure you have at least enough time to be able to look down, scroll up to your golden apple, and eat it. And even if they like get too close, you can just hotkey to your sword and start hitting. So that is very important, having that hotkey. So the next thing is flint and steels. So I have like one hotkey to one of my flint and steels, but I don't even use it because I find it much easier just if you're hitting just to scroll down, because normally MCSG flint and steels have 4 uses. So if you're gonna use it 4 times, which isn't too hard to do, especially people who spam flint and steels, you're gonna run out of that first one. So even if you hotkey to it, it's probably gonna run out. So you want to get used to scrolling down your flint and steels. So if you use your first 2, you can just scroll down 3 and then use it, and then you can hotkey straight back to your sword again. So that hotkey again is very important. Or even hotkey back to your fishing rod if you're going to put one of them in. And my flint and steels are down here because mainly you're not going to be using flint and steels unless you're using a sword, or I don't recommend it so much. And if you are like using a bow and you want a flint and steel, you can just hotkey to your sword and then scroll to your flint and steels real quick. So the last thing, if I don't have another flint and steel right there, I'll just chuck my arrows in there for obvious reasons, just so you can like see how many arrows you have left. But I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like this video, please comment, by the way, if you have any questions about it. Like, I'm sure that I missed something, and point it out in the comments, and I'll answer it as quickly as possible. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.